has to be fair. You can't just go around breaking people's hearts and you come to God and say, God, forgive me. And you walk out of here, you go and break someone's leg. And you come back next Sunday, God, I'm a human being. It's just human weakness. God, forgive me. And you go out and you break someone's nose. Those people you're breaking can also cry to God and ask, God, where is justice? Where is forgiveness? Why do the evil people go scot-free? Why do people kill and nothing happens to them? Why do people mistreat others and God seems not to be doing anything? That is where justice comes in. And the challenge here is that God has both sides. He is loving and is gracious, and he wants to give grace. He wants to forgive people. He wants you to go and sin 1,000,000 times, but knowing that you can come back and get forgiveness. But at the same time, God's character is that he must show fairness. He must show justice. And exactly this is what he did in the last part of Genesis chapter 3. One man said this quote, that sin is like a cosmic treason. Even when forgiven, its effects go on and on and on. And this is what we see in Genesis. God forgives Adam and Eve, but the curses follow them. Remember? Pain in childbirth, we talked about this last week. To the woman and to the man, he said, you will toil to work. And to both of them, God says, you will die. That is the cost of sin. That God can forgive us, but God's forgiveness does not mean that God excuses sin. That God lets sinners and evil people go scot-free. What it means is that God simply removes the penalty of the sinner. But the cost of sin still remains. And as Tim Keller always says, forgiveness always costs something. The forgiver bears the cost.